Hey everyone, thanks for joining us on the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star, and tonight we're going to be taking a look at jeans that sold on eBay in the month of April. If you watched the first part, one of two for the jeans videos this week, we did jeans that sold on the platform in March, and tonight we'll be looking at jeans that sold in April. This is not every single pair that sold in the month of April, but it is most of them. It is the highlights, the very good Bolo. Be on the lookout for brands to source when you're out, and our tried and true bread and butter brands that we love so much. Let's start with these Not Your Daughter's jeans. This is a solid bread and butter brand. These are capris, so they sold for a little bit less than full-length jeans would. I start Not Your Daughter's jeans that are full length around $26, maybe a little bit more if they're a bigger size or have something unique about their style or their look. But these are just capris. They're cuffed. Now they did weigh a pound on their own, so they did have to ship in a padded flat. Typically, a lot of the capris and many of the brands will ship first class. This pair sold for $22.29. Next up, we have Forever 21. So this is the brand I talked about yesterday when I showed you some jean shorts by this brand and said, you know, this isn't that great of a brand to go out looking for. This pair came to me in a thread-up box, and so I just listed them and sold them because they were already here. And they're a little bit more unique. They're not your run-of-the-mill, just blah, Forever 21. They look like every other pair of jeans. These have the 3 rips in the legs there, and they're flared at the bottom. I do really well with flare jeans. I know a lot of folks say they do better with like the skinny jeans or the jeggings. I think I do well with those as well, but I just do super good with bell bottoms, especially, or I do really well with flare legs, especially the really big ones that are bell bottoms. They're back in style. So this pair sold for $21.99, and it did ship in a padded flat. Here we have some QVC Denim and Company jeans. These also came in a thread-up box, and I was pleasantly surprised when I comped them. I really didn't know that QVC clothes had such a good following and a sell-through rate on eBay, but when I comped them, boy was I surprised. And these sold within like a day or two of being listed. They sold really fast. It does help that they were new at tags, obviously. But if I ever saw these again, or if they came in another thread-up box, I wouldn't be mad about it. I'd list them. They sold for $29.99. Really fast. Really good return on our investment. They did ship in a padded flat. Next up, we have American Eagle, one of my tried and true favorite bread and butters. These are the super stretch. They're distressed. They're ripped. They're very unique, I should say. Any jeans, oddly enough, that are ripped or distressed are going to sell faster and for more money than jeans that aren't ripped or distressed. These are a size 14. They're the Jagging Ankle. They sold for $22.99, and they did ship in a padded flat. Page jeans. These they were a Bolo brand, but I don't think the comps on them anymore are a Bolo. They're high-end bread and butter. They used to sell for a lot more. They're just one of those brands that they've been part of that race to the bottom. This is the Hidden Hills Straight style, dark wash. They're nice-looking jeans. They sold for $27 on a best offer, and they did ship first class. I would still tell you guys to be on the lookout for Page and pick it up when you find it. It will sell pretty quickly for you, even if not for as much as it used to. Here's another pair of Not Your Daughter's jeans. These are size 6, so they're more of an average size. This is what they look like. They have paint splatters on the hems also, which I did disclose. So I started these a little bit lower than I normally start Not Your Daughter's just because of the paint splatter down there. And they sold on the best offer for $22, and they did ship in a padded flat. Here's some more silver jeans. I should say, here's a pair of silver jeans. There was a pair in yesterday's video for the jeans that sold in March that were full length. These are just capris, and they sold for $29.99. Again, silver is a Bolo brand. Silver is a very good brand. When I have full-length jeans that are silver, I start them at $50. Usually I'll take a best offer of $40 or $45. Often they'll sell at the $50 price range, especially on Poshmark. The ones I showed you yesterday sold right around $50. And then these are the capris, and capris are going to sell for less than full length. And they sold for $30 for the Suki Capri. So just so you guys are aware that silver is still worth something. If you see it, you know, when you comp it for 20 to 25, those people are crazy. I would not list silver jeans at the same prices that I get for Forever 21. They are still worth something. They are definitely a good brand. They are my favorite. Here's some Chico's women's jeans. This is I don't really source regular Chico's anymore. I try to stick to only the So Slim and the So Lifting. But I did source these back in the beginning when I was learning. Chico's has its own vanity sizes, so you want to make sure you check their size chart when you list Chico's and put their size in the title for people who are familiar with Chico's and looking for Chico's sizes, but not everyone is familiar with them, so I put the equivalent standard size in the item specifics, and then I put both sizes down here in the description, plus all the measurements. This pair sold for $24.87 all in. I did have shipping on this one, and it shipped in a padded flat. Here's some Gloria Vanderbilt slimming skimmer high waist dark wash denim jeans. Gloria Vanderbilt is one of my favorite bread and butters. I do enjoy it. I do try to stick to only size 14 and bigger, with the exception of any uniquely printed or colored jeans that would be smaller I might pick up. I did have shipping on these, so they sold for $22.33 all in, and they did ship first class. Here's a pair of shorts. These are just regular jean shorts by Aria, which is a brand I would never pick up ever, with the exception of jean shorts. So it's another one of those poop brands I kind of avoid, but I do pick up jean shorts, denim shorts, and booty shorts in any brand. These sold for $14.69, and they shipped first class. Then we have a pair of Lee. So Lee's not that great, but if I find them that they look nice or they're size 14 or bigger, I'll still pick them up if they're 99 cents, maybe $2. This is a size 10, but it's those flare legs. And these had shipping on them, so they sold for $19.83 all in, and they shipped in a padded flat. Everyone knows True Religion, where you should. If you don't, this is what they look like. This is a Bolo brand. They have horseshoes on the pockets. And they usually have this on the back. Looks like a ticket. It'll say section down here, which is just the style of the jeans. And then they will have a distinguishing button and a distinguishing tag here. True Religions are definitely a Bolo. You want to keep your eyes peeled for them. I usually start them around $50. This pair sold for $43.71 and shipped in a padded flat. Victoria's Secret, it's a pretty good bread and butter brand. Most Victoria's Secrets I've sold came to me in a ThredUp box, but I would pick them up in the wild if the cost of goods was right. These are the hipsters. You'll get bread and butter prices for Victoria's Secret jeans, but they typically sell pretty quickly. This pair sold for $20.90, shipped in a padded flat. 7 for All Mankind used to be a Bolo brand. Unfortunately, it's just really been trashed and ran down to the bottom. The Dojo Jeans by 7 for All Mankind, they would say Dojo here on the waistband and have 7s on the back pockets. Those are still a bolo. You want to grab those up if you see them. I still grab all 7 for All Mankinds. I kind of figure if they're not Dojos, they're just bread and butter. These are men's. Men's always sell for more anyway, and they have button fly. I did take a best offer on these of $30, and they shipped in a padded flat. Next up is a pair of Page. And these are size 31, which is a good size. Hollywood Hills. Page always comes with a name, which I love. I love when they come with their names because that means people like this style that are looking for it. If you're using it as a keyword, they can easily find your listing. So this pair all in was $28.79 as I had shipping on it. And they shipped in a padded flat. Here we have another pair of Gloria Vanderbilt, size 14. These are just, straight leg, high-waisted jeans. And this pair sold for $21.11 all in. Buyer paid $8 for a padded flat. Old Navy men's jeans. I love me some Old Navy, especially men's. Can always get a little bit more money for men's clothing. These are 32 by 30, regular straight. They sold for $25.99 and they shipped in a padded flat. American Eagle, again, one of my favorite, tried and true, steadfast bread and butters. They don't sell that quickly and they get you bread and butter prices, but they sell regularly. They're a steady, steady brand. This is a size 0, sold for $20.99, and they did ship first class. Another pair of American Eagle. This pair is cream colored, and it has the raw hems. You can see here the raw hems, and they also had a small stain, which I showed here in the last couple of photos that I mentioned in the description to disclose it. So these ones sold for $23 all in. Buyer paid for first class shipping. Then we have some Aeropostale booty shorts. I do like Aeropostale for jeans. Good bread and butter brand. These for booty shorts are really good too. This was a size 1-2 low rise. I used keywords like short and booty. Put the wash in there. And they sold for $16.06. And they shipped first class. Then we have another example of a bad brand but unique print. So I will purchase pants that have something unique about them, even if they're like a poopy brand. I saw these on the rack. They were 99 cents. They're this wild pastel 70s paisley print. Even though Chaps is kind of the brand you want to avoid. The jeans were unique enough that I decided to bring them home and try them. Buyer paid $21.63 all in because they did pay for the first class shipping. And they were a size 8 too, which is kind of like one of those average sizes that's harder to move. But they still sold for a pretty good bit. So look for these wild prints because it's not always about brand. When it's everyday run-of-the-mill plain blue jeans, yes, that's probably a lot of it is about brand. But when you can find unique prints, wild colors, and things like that, don't be afraid to try the poop brands and price high. And last but not least, we have these Wrangler men's jeans, size 32 by 30, which is pretty average, but I just like men's jeans. And these are straight fit flex. Wrangler's a pretty good brand when it comes to men. I don't typically pick up a lot of Wrangler for women. I did recently discover the Wrangler Q babies for women. They came in a thread-up box. I got 2 pairs of them. Those were pretty exciting. The one pair sold for $30 already. but that's because they're specifically Q Baby, and from what I understand, they're horse riding jeans. But as far as regular run-of-the-mill Wrangler, I kind of avoid sourcing women's, but men's are still good. And then they have like fire resistant. Sometimes you can find the Wrangler fire resistant for men, and those can run $40 to $50 when you comp them. So Wrangler for men, yes. Wrangler for women, certain types. So these sold for $27.07, and they did ship in a padded flat. If you have any more questions, comments, or concerns when it comes to jeans, let me know in the comments down below, guys. I have a Facebook group called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. You can look for it on Facebook or use the link down below to join, and you can ask questions in there as well. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Until next time, go be productive, go make some money, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye!